Foam log, day 345. The foam never ends. In the beginning, there was foam. In the end, there will be foam. There will always be foam. Hey babe, when you come over here, can you bring me a couple cans of foam?
And you can, yes.
Yep. Always another stupid can of foam. So we've got a lot of stuff here for a big project that's coming up. And we're not going to tell you what it is yet.
Okay. How's your day?
So there we go. It's all put away. We'll be able to start that project in about 2 weeks, I think. Now, since I got a little daylight left, I think I'm going to jump in the tractor and do a little brush cutting. For one thing, we need it, and for the other, it's 90 degrees and it's like a swamp out here. I've got air conditioning in that tractor, so I'm going to take advantage of it.
I've been waiting for this delivery for a week. But before I can go up to the land and use it, I have to take care of my dog.
That sweet little dog came home from his adventures today covered in fleas. Ticks are a normal part of life when you live in the country. Fleas don't usually happen out here. You usually get fleas from another flea-infested creature or space. So my guess would be he found some dead animal and rolled on it. Or was eating part of it and the fleas got on him. But they're not going in the house. So I'm getting ready to give him a bath. Come here.
Sometimes it's hard to figure out who's the master of who around here. He gets a couple baths a week. But when he comes home as dirty as he was today, I'm not letting him in the house until he's been washed up. Apollo is a rough and tumble kind of dog. He's crashing through the brush, chasing after anything he can find, fending off the bears and keeping the rabbit count down. But he gets a lot of personal attention, and as you can tell, he just plain hates it.
Well, I've got my supplies here. Got 5 cases of foam, and I've got supplies for the next project we're going to start as soon as we finish with that foam. The first thing I'm going to do is get in here and just drill the holes in the ceiling so that I can come back and foam it this weekend. My regular job has been kind of intense lately, and I have not been able to get up here after work, so this is the first night I've been able to do it, and it's already 7 o'clock. I'll probably get about an hour and a half to 2 hours of work in. I can probably get all the front of it drilled out anyway. So that'll be a nice start. Once again, I have the windows open. I got the fan on and I'm blowing air out that window, hoping that it'll suck more air in the back windows because humidity is higher inside than it is outside, and I'm gonna take advantage of that. Well, I got that front room drilled out. Wasn't a big chore, but it was something to get done so that when I roll up here, that's already finished and I can just start foaming. It's a little bit messy and it's kind of a pain. And I wanted to get the house aired out a little bit, try and get the moisture down. Now, I'm standing up here next to the well near Jafana's little, I don't even know what that stuff is. It's not heather. That looks like rosemary. I have no idea what this is, to be honest. I paid for it, and that's all I can tell you. But I'm standing up here, just taking a look at things, looking at what needs to be done. Our electrical transformer is right over there. I have to have it cleared out here stump wise so they can come straight through here and cut a trench all the way up the back of this place around to the other side, because that's where the power is going in. Now I'm not going to make, actually I'm already 2 days past when I told her I'd have electricity in here, but I'm going to take the hit on that. Things don't happen the way I think they're going to happen sometimes. I keep pushing, trying to get to the point where we get the drywall up in here. Once the drywall's up, I feel like we're really going to see some stuff start to move. There are no timelines that I had in my mind that have come true yet, but if you look at it, that's a house. Still needs siding, still needs a whole lot of stuff. But I've got windows, I've got a roof, I've got a structure. Step by step. And this hill back here, a lot of this stuff is gonna have to go. Jafana loves these trees, but there's too many of these little volunteers. So some of them are gonna have to go. This area is gonna get smoothed out a little bit. And then we're gonna put some goats back here. Bit by bit, it's coming. I'm getting ready to fire up the generator, and I'm sure some of you already know what I've got going on here. This is a freestanding air conditioner. Now I'm not doing it because I'm trying to air condition this space. I'm doing it because air conditioners are also dehumidifiers. This has a setting on it that would just dehumidify. And my humidity inside the building has been running about 60%. Even on days when it's nice outside, I can come in, I can open up the windows, but then when I close them back up, I come back the next time, I'm running about 60%. I'm trying to dry this place out a little bit, and I'm hoping that this will help me out. I believe it'll be driven by the generator. I don't think it'll have a problem with it. Now, before I turn this thing on, I want to check and see what the humidity level is. Right now, we're at 62. Now, if y'all think I'm crazy for trying this, tell me in the comments what you think I should try instead. Because, quite frankly, if you come up with a good solution for the humidity problem I've been having in here, I'll listen to it. I guess I gotta read the instructions a little bit. There's a 5-degree temperature cushion. So if the setting on there is within 5 degrees of the ambient temperature, it just runs as a fan. You've got to put the temperature setting far enough down that it kicks on the condenser. I know it's gonna make the generator run a lot hotter, a lot harder, and it's gonna use up a lot of fuel. But what I'm trying to find out is, does it work? Does it bring the humidity level down? Because right now, that's what I'm most concerned about. It's definitely blowing cold air. Again, this is just a 14,000 BTU unit. It is not going to cool this house. This is a 2,500 square foot house with high ceilings, but it might dry it out some, and that's what I'm after. So we've started on this last room that needs to be foamed. Now, I say last room. This is the master bedroom. There is still a big section of the main room that needs to be done, but we are determined that at the end of this weekend, all of the ceiling will be foamed. Now, I'm still gonna have some spots on the wall that are gonna have to be foamed, but all of the ceiling will be done. Jafana just told me that the holes I put in the ceiling this time are a little bit better. I was wiggling it around, giving it a little English. And I had somebody after the last video ask what I meant by giving it a little English, because they're not from the United States, and so they don't know what that term means.
They're English.
And they were English, which made it kind of funny. It's a billiards term, and it basically means putting a bit of a spin on the ball. That way you're not just hitting the ball and knocking it forward. You can either put a backspin on your ball so that your cue ball comes back to you, or you put a spin on it so that when you hit the ball, it has some sideways energy and goes in a slightly different direction. And I'm not a good billiards player. Fan is going to hold the ladder for me, and I'm going to climb up to the top here and foam that last line. Not really thrilled about it, but it has to be done.
Put the roof on.
Yeah, we put the roof on. Well, we finished up the main room, getting everything foamed for the roof. We have one sliver of hallway over here that still needs to be done, and the roof is completely foamed. It's taken a while. It's like a lot of things around here with this build. It's a lot longer than we expected it to take, and you just go until it's done.
Day number.
It's hard.
What day? How long have we been
I
filming?
don't know.
We've been
I don't know.
filming.
It's been a while, and I look a little ate up right now. I've got a lot of foam on me. The shirt is pretty much ruined. That's not going to be good.
I can just rip that out right now.
Go ahead.
Really? Okay. There.
Okay. I cut a chunk out of my beard with my pocket knife because it had foam in it. It is what it is, but the nice thing is tomorrow we'll be finished not just with the roof, but I believe there's some portions of the walls that need to be foamed. I think we'll be done with everything, and we can move on to something else. And that's a good thing because we have the material here for a couple other projects. We have all the material for another major project, which is 2 weeks out. We can't do it next week because next week I'm on call, and I have to make sure that I'm available for anything for work. But after that, we've got a big project we're going to be doing.
I think we're going to take a few days off of our regular jobs too.
Yeah, definitely I'm going to take a few days off to make sure that I have all the time I need to devote to that. And we're also trying to get everything together to start doing the plumbing. So we're trying to pull the plumbing supply. So things are moving in the right direction, and hopefully in 2 weeks we'll have the results. It'd probably be 3 weeks. 3 weeks we'll have the results of a big project that we did. So the best part is we're done with the foaming, and for everybody who stuck it out, thanks for watching. It was horrible for us. I'm sure it was horrible for y'all to see.
Well, if we had it to do over again, we would have foamed from the roof down.
Foam from the roof down is what I would do, and that's
the
not what they say to do, but I probably would have done it that way, just to get it done. It was terrible.
But we're done. Almost.
But we're almost done. So tomorrow it'll be completely finished. Appreciate y'all watching. We're going to go home, get something to eat, come back tomorrow, and we're going to do it again.
And finish. We'll finish.
We'll see you then.
Bye. Yeah, that's not safety first.
Safety third. Now we're sitting here relaxing after we finished foaming for the day. Apollo heard or smelled something, walked down the hill and sat down to look around. And Jafana just noticed that there is a deer prancing down there. She got the little funny walk where she's getting ready to stomp. She's coming in and checking it out. I don't think she's very old, which might be why she's not very smart. He sees her. He's watching her now.
There he goes. Oh my gosh, look how fast he is.
He ain't fast enough to catch her.
Yeah, but he's fast.
That's pretty good. He's looking back. Oh, that was something. A burst of speed.
That was fast.
I'm so scared of the foam.